It's a beautiful day here, and we are live, of course, for the lead semi-finals in both the men's and women's competition. Before we get underway with the action, let's take a look at what happened here yesterday in the speed finals. We've got 3 medals already this season. Nikolai Kuzovlev, and he's way ahead of Bufar, who falls. Kuzovlev 7.25, then Bufar, who will take silver medal. There he goes, just needs to top. There it is, Nikolai Kuzovlev takes gold medal here in Colorado. Denver, Colorado, the 6th and final round of the 2019 Uiaa Aisklaining World Cup. Kurajari giving everything that she has on that right-hand side, but Tolkanina's ahead. Tolkanina just needs to keep it together. Kurajari doing everything that she can, and it's 9.82 for Tolkanina. Oh, and a fall! Maria Tolkanina now running on that right-hand side, moving really well. Just needs to finish to take the gold medal. There it is, 14.46 seconds, and it doesn't really matter what that time is. Maria Tolkanina takes her 2nd gold medal of the season. There we were, that was the stunning speed finals yesterday here in Denver, Colorado. And we're here now today for the lead semi-finals. The season finale will be taking place later today, but first we have to reduce 18 men and 18 women down to 8 of both. My name is Liam Lonsdale. I'll be taking care of you guys today, and after every competitor we're going to do our best to get an interview with them. Before the action does start, let's take a look at those starting lists. First up is the men's. Aaron Montgomery of the USA will be out first, followed by Kevin Lindlow of the USA, Nathan Clare of France out third, Kuti Heikkila of Finland out fourth, Dennis van Hoek of the Netherlands out fifth, Davi Bufard of Canada sixth, Nathan Kutcher of Canada seventh, Wes Fowler of the USA eighth. Ninth out will be Gordon MacArthur of Canada, 10th will be Geharo Kadota of Japan, Dmitry Grebennikov of Russia will be 11th, Nikolai Primarov representing Switzerland out 12th, Yannick Glattard for Switzerland out 13th, Pyong Park for Korea out 14th, Young Hye Kwon of Korea will be out 15th, Valentin Supervene making a return from the Ukraine at 16th, and our final 2 competitors will be Alexei Dengin and Nikolai Kuzovlev, both for Russia. Of course, the athletes climbing in reverse order of qualification. Let's take a look at the women's start list. Our climbers climbing simultaneously today. Catalina Shirley will be out first for the USA, followed by Kendra Stritch, Michaela Tugas, Amity Warm, all for the USA. Then Vivian Labarille for Switzerland, Coralie Jarry of France, Laura Van Almen back with us from Switzerland, Okdo Song of Korea out 8th. 9th will be Poland's Olga Kozek, followed by Haruko Takayuchi of Japan, Marion Thomas of France, bronze medalist yesterday in the speed out 11th, Marion van der Steen for the Netherlands 12th, Mira Alhonsro of Finland 13th, Sina Goetz of Switzerland will be here 14th, Emmy Bertling for Finland 15th, Nima McSwiggan returns for Ireland out 16th, and our final 2 competitors, again climbing in reverse order, Won Seon Shin of Korea and the ever dominant Maria Tolkanina of Russia out 18th. So 36 athletes which will be climbing simultaneously, as I said. There is that structure. The men will be climbing left on the left-hand side as you look at it. Women will be climbing on the right-hand side. They'll actually begin their route on the vertical ice that you see on that right-hand side. The wall here about 14 meters high total, but the actual amount of climbing much more. That those hanging barrels and boxes providing lots of opportunity for the route setters to weave and wind. If you are tuning in this morning, we'd love you to get involved, and there's no better way to do it than using social media. To do so, you can do it on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, or any of the platforms. Use the hashtag Uiaa Aisklaimin. You can always contact me directly as well. Couldn't be easier. On all of those platforms, just use @Liam Lonsdale. Modest crowd in attendance this morning in Denver. Expect that to improve dramatically over the next few hours. Yesterday we had over 12,000 people in attendance. which was absolutely phenomenal. The most people we've ever had at a ice climbing event, and yeah, it was a very special day. Big atmosphere. And there's Aaron Montgomery, our first male athlete for the USA. If you are joining us, then why not let us know where you are tuned in from and who you are cheering for. You can do that by dropping it in the comments box on Facebook or YouTube. Some Royal fans out in the audience cheering on Aaron Montgomery.
Always ask them to check us if they can, otherwise we may skip the start of the time. Okay.
And there is Catalina Shirley, who begins her route. It actually looks as though they don't begin on the ice properly. I think maybe they come round onto the ice. We shall see. Of course, we haven't seen these routes climbed yet. Just had the chance to have a look at them from the ground. Did see the route setters spraying boundary paint onto the ice. Perhaps that was in preparation for the finals. Montgomery begins his route. The athletes have 7 minutes and 30 seconds to climb both routes. The men have 10 clips total. The ladies have 8. First clip is 3 clips for safety. Montgomery there, moving up to that pre-clipped quick draw. Into that undercling move there. Moves up in the left hand. Just moving up. Oh, and he's off! Aaron Montgomery pops off there just at clip number 2. His right tool let him down. We'll have to catch that and see what happened there. So you see there the right tool in that tenuous position. And he was just trying to bring that left foot out. Very, very tricky positions. Catalina Shirley now at clip number 3. Beautiful blue skies in the background here. Glorious sunshine. Just over 4 minutes remaining on the clock for her. Asking for some support from the crowd early on in this route.
I'm just saying, just so you know, because we had a guy yesterday.
Deep block with the right hand and she hits it. Crowd really getting behind her now. More and more people arriving all the time to watch this semi-finals competition. Clip 4 made. Less than 4 minutes remaining for Catalina Shirley of the USA. Big reach with the left hand. Up onto that pebble. Moves up with that left tool. Out onto the box by clip number 5. Really nice work. Oh, and that's her off. Next athlete out is Kevin Lindlaw of the USA. Watch Catalina Shirley again. She was on that box in that reverse. Oh, and just as she was adjusting the Fig 4, that tool twisted a little too much and she was out of there. Kevin Lindlaw currently ranked 18th overall. Placed 7th, 18th. Also plays 25th, 21st and 23rd. Best result of the season was that 7th place in Korea, his first ever finals. Kevin Lindlaw moving up now towards clip number 2. In a few moments' time, we'll have Aaron Montgomery of the USA for a quick chat about his semi-final route. Moves up off that right hand now onto the hook with the left. Is the point that Aaron Montgomery fell. Next athlete in the ladies' competition is Kendra Stritch of the USA. Kevin now moving up to make that next clip. There it is, number 3. Kevin just trying to figure out this next move, which is a big move. And this slightly overhanging wall. Locks deep on the figure 4 with the right hand. Reaches up with that left to that hook position. Kicks the feet away from him to get the center of gravity in a better position. Has that tool in the backhand now by clip 3. Moving really nicely to the right now. And he's looking for that next clip, number 4. And you can see that box hanging there behind him. There's clip 4. Reaches out onto the first hold on the hanging box. Throws that right hand, right leg over the right hand into the figure 9. Over the left now for the figure 4. Down onto the bottom side of the box, and you can see, oh, little pop. He manages to stick it one-handed. Lunges back over with that left hand and manages to recover, much to the delight of the crowd here. Really nice recovery there from Kevin Lindlaw. Clip 5 waiting to be clipped above him. It's a very close call there. Just over 3 minutes remaining. Clip 5 made now for Kevin Lindlaw. He's in that Stein position on the back side of that box. See there, the head of his axe biting into that wood. He cranks deep on it. He's got another big move to make. Very exciting stuff this from Kevin Lindlaw of the USA. Wants to make his second finals of the season. Shakes out in the relative safety of that move. Throws the figure 4 in over the left hand, and you might have just seen in the picture-in-picture Kendra Stritch falling on that women's route. We'll try and give you a replay of that once Kevin's finished. Kevin now with the time ticking down has a big move to make, and you can see every time he lunges upwards the box rotates away from him, so he really needs to find the swing of the box and coordinate that to the next move. Oh, he's really struggling there. I'm going to, while he carries on there, have a quick chat with Aaron Montgomery of the USA. Aaron, how's it going?
Yeah, doing well. How are you?
Yeah, really good, thank you. Tell me, how did that semi-finals go for you?
It's a little frustrating, but you know, those holds are slippery, some of them. You got to make sure you keep your body position right. And I didn't.
This is the first time we've had this competition here. It's the first time we've seen this structure. What are your impressions of it so far?
It's absolutely amazing. I've been doing World Cups for 7 years, never seen crowds like this.
Yeah, it's really phenomenal. Did you know we had over 12,000 people here?
Yeah, that's what they were saying. It's incredible. It's incredible. It's a great venue to have it downtown. I know you lose a bit of the mountain atmosphere, but to have it where people can actually come and visit and have a whole event around it, it's pretty great.
Yeah, it is indeed.
And it's in my backyard, so that's nice.
Such a strong contingent from Team USA here. What does the future of ice climbing look like for the American team?
It's really bright. I mean, guys like Kevin hasn't been doing it for that long, and look at him. I mean, the guy's just crushing. For me, for a long time, it was just, you know, 1 or 2 Americans, maybe 3 at any given event, and to have what's effectively a whole team traveling now, not just coming to the home event, is really great.
Well, I couldn't agree with you more, and it's great to see you back in competitions. We hope to see you next season. And there's Kevin Lindlaw falling there, just tiring out on that undercling. Thank you so much for joining us. Thanks for your performance this weekend. We'll see Aaron Montgomery again soon. We'll have Catalina Shirley in a few moments' time for a chat. Let's quickly take a look at the replay from Kendra Stritch, who fell while Kevin was climbing. So Kendra was by clip 3, just shaking out on the left-hand side of that blue volume. Big launch with the right hand and stuck it, and then a left-hand popped, and I'm not sure if her shoulder was overextended there. She looked in a good position. We'll have to have a chat with Kendra and find out what happened, but before that, I'm going to welcome Catalina Shirley from Team USA to the booth. Catalina, welcome.
Thank you so much.
How was that?
That was so much fun.
You climbed really well. It was great to see you up there on the box and the crowd really getting behind you.
Yeah, thank you so much. Yeah, I had so much fun. I just came out here. It's my first ever Adult World Cup, and I just wanted to have a good time and have my climb reflect my training, and I think I did that.
Of course, I just asked Aaron this, but I'm going to ask you as well, and probably most of the climbers. It's the first time we've had an event in Denver. It's the first time we've really been downtown anywhere. What's the atmosphere like? We had nearly over 12,000 people here yesterday.
Yeah, that was crazy. You can really feel the crowd behind you and cheering for you, and that means a lot when you're up there, like, pumping out, just hanging by your arms, to hear them and know that you have their support and your coach and your parents, and just the home crowd was great.
Let me ask you this. This is your first Adult World Cup. Will we be seeing you in more?
I hope so, yeah. It's tricky and stuff with school and all, but I'm hooked on climbing for sure. I've been doing a few youth comps as well, so I'm actually headed to Finland for the Youth World Championships right after this.
Well, I won't be there, but the broadcast will, so we'll look forward to seeing you on that. Best of luck for that.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for joining us here and for your performance this weekend. Let's see if you've done enough to get into the finals later today.
Yeah, of course. Thank you.
Thanks so much, Catalina Shirley there of Team USA. On the wall now, on the right-hand side, wearing bib number 68 is Michaela Tugas. On that left-hand side, you see in the picture-in-picture is Nathan Claire of France. Big reach off that left hand. You can see her there. Michaela Tugas just struggling. Big reach. It's struggling. She reaches. Oh, she does stick it. Good effort. Where Kendra Stritch failed, Michaela Tugas has succeeded. Awesome work there from the American climber. First time we've seen her in a World Cup this season. And I believe it's the first time we've seen her in a World Cup full stop, according to my spreadsheet of doom. Less than 4 minutes remaining for Michaela. And as both Aaron and Catalina alluded to, there's such a strong contingent of American athletes here. It's really wonderful to see such a good team in attendance, and I really hope that continues for the coming season. Of course, this is the season finale here in Denver, Colorado. We have the World Championships in Kirov in 2 weeks' time, and the Youth World Championships next week in Oulu, Finland. This is the final World Cup for the regular season. Oh, and that's the fall there for Michaela Tugas. On that box, tricky move there. We'll be going straight to Naton Claire in just a few moments' time. Let's see that replay. She was on that left hand. She cut loose, went into the figure 9, and this release is so aggressive. Looks like she just pumped out on that left hand. Great effort from Michaela Tugas. There's Naton Claire moving up now. Oh, he's blocked that left tool, but managed to hold it. He's very, very strong. Didn't look in the best form yesterday. Reaching up with that left hand. He does make that hook this time, and you can see it's a tenuous move as he places the right tool, doesn't quite hold it, eyeballs that left hand as he knows he's in a tricky position here. He has clip 3 made. Really nice shot there. You can see underneath that structure. Onto the box. Approaching clip number 4, which is directly above him. Oh, and he's popped. Little tangle in the rope there, but we know that Naton Claire is very strong on one arm, and he kicks that right leg over into the figure 4 over the left hand. Next climber out on the women's route is Amity Vaughan. We've not seen her since China. Great to have her back on the circuit for the season finale. Clip 5 made there now for Naton Claire of France. He's going to make that move over to the Stein, where we saw Kevin Lindlaw eventually tire out. Into that Stein position. Reaches up with the right hand and he struggles again, just as we saw Kevin Lindlaw struggling there. Really struggling with this move. We see Amity Vaughan there in that picture-in-picture, just falling. We'll catch a full replay of that shortly. Oh, Naton Claire sticks it by clip 6, and the crowd really getting behind him now. Clip 6 made. It is 6 of 10. He's a long way to go. Just over 2 minutes remaining. Cuts loose onto that right hand. Such effortless style. Reaches out with the left hand facing the crowd, giving them a real show here. Kicks into the underside of the box to stabilize that drop down. Big lock off that left fig four. Switches it to the fig and four over the right hand and over the left hand. See him pushing off the box to try and gain some momentum as he swings back and forth. So close. Just over a minute remaining, and with every time that he flicks back into those 4s and 9s, he's getting more and more tired. Next athlete joining us is Vivian Labarille, and you see her in the picture-in-picture. Nathan Clare, meanwhile, sticks that move on the box. The crowd cheering very loudly again. More and more people joining us. We're into the multiple hundreds now, the people in the crowd. Right foot over right arm for the figure 9 on that intellect hold. Less than a minute. Clip 7 made. Still 3 more to go for that top. Left arm planted with the right leg over the top. And he manages to stick that next move on the very tip of the hold. Oh, he's just popped, but he manages to hold himself, falling onto that figure 4. Stunning stuff from Nathan Clare. Really giving it everything he's got this morning. Big reach, and there it is. Sticks the move. Time running very low now for Nathan Clare of France. And he's going to time out on that box. And as he finishes his attempt there by clip 7, I'm going to welcome to the broadcast the USA's Kendra Stritch. Kendra, good morning.
Good morning, Liam.
How are you?
I'm good, and yourself?
Yeah, not bad at all. We saw in the replay you falling at clip number 3, and you stuck the move and then popped. What happened?
Pumped.
Pumped?
Yeah.
Oh,
the typical.
Savage.
The exciting thing is that my 2 young teammates climbing around me, both Kat and Michaela, made it up into those hanging blocks.
They did. They both climbed excellently, and we're going to grab Michaela in just a few moments' time. In fact, I think we can probably have a quick word with her now. Michaela, good morning, and how was that for you?
It was amazing. It was such a great experience.
Michaela, we actually have a replay of you that we can look at probably very quickly. So that was by clip 2, and it looked like you weren't going to make it. I actually didn't think you were going to make this next move. Oh no, that's Amity Warm, not you. But
yeah.
I didn't think you were going to make that move up by clip number 3. And
oh, when I popped off?
And then stuck it. I was like, oh my god, she's in. This crowd,
it's amazing. The crowd is like so hyped. I have friends from all over here cheering me on, and it's amazing. I couldn't ask for a better support group.
Kendra, quickly, you've been in this competition for a long time now. You've been to pretty much every venue going. This is the first time we've had a venue downtown in the USA. It's the first time that we've had crowds in their tens of thousands. What's it like as a climber, and what's it like as someone who's so invested in the sport?
It's just amazingly heartwarming and inspiring to have the support of the community, people walking by, coming to check it out, people that heard about it coming by, and it's just amazing to have this crowd, this venue. The athletes are absolutely energized, and so is the crowd, and it's really, really fun to be here.
What do you think? Could this be the future of ice climbing competitions?
I think it should be.
Well, there you go, folks. You heard it here first. Kendra Stritch and Michaela Tugas, both the USA, student and teacher, representing today, and both did phenomenally well. Thanks to both of them for joining me here, and thanks for their performance this weekend. We'll hopefully see those guys in the near future at other events. Vivian Labarille on your screens, bib number 60 for Switzerland, just struggling with that deep lock off the left hand. Oh, and she's really going for it now. Up on the screen we have Kyyti Heikkilä of Finland. He's starting his route wearing bib number 27. Vivian Labarille just over 3 minutes on the clock. Sticks the move. There you go. I was going to say he's needed to contemplate what to do next, but there you go, folks. Manages to stick that move. And will now, with less than half time remaining, have to do something special and really pull it out of the bag. First place so far is Catalina Shirley with a score of 4.13. You can see clip 5 behind her making that would put her into first place. Naton Claire currently sitting in first place for the men. In a few moments' time, we'll have Kevin Lindlaw of the USA for a quick chat. If you have any questions or comments, oh, and Vivian's off as well. Slams into the wall, not too hard. That's her semi-finals attempt over. Really tricky move there. Let's watch it one more time. So, left hand on. Oh, and the tool just pops as she commits to it. Oof. Maybe a little winded, and we're going to go straight to Kevin Lindlaw now. Kevin, welcome.
Hey, thanks for having me.
Thanks for coming. Talk me through that semi-finals route, buddy.
Oh, so it was a really fun, route. The start of it was really technical. All the side shouldery moves are great on the tiny little intellect holds with the steel little dimples. Just really fun movement going up into the volumes up in the roof.
We actually have a replay that we can watch of your performance. This was you on that box by clip 4, and when you saved it, oh my gosh, did you think you were going to save that?
Not quite, wasn't expecting that pop, so glad the grip strength is still hanging on there for it.
And then that next move off the Stein, just couldn't quite put it together.
Man, yeah, it's something I don't really practice, and excited to train it next year, but yeah, I was trying to swing the volume a little bit and push with my feet, but yeah, I wasn't quite there, unfortunately.
And it seems that you've shed a bit of blood on the nose. What happened there?
Oh, qualifiers yesterday, a tool fell and whacked me in the nose, but I've recovered.
You are definitely the most accident-prone of the athletes that I know.
It's seeming like it.
Kevin, quickly, I'm going to ask everybody this today, but it's just been such a wonderful atmosphere. What's it like climbing in front of so many people?
Oh, it's so cool. This is one of the largest crowds we've seen in the World Cup so far.
Ever.
Oh, yeah, this is great. It's awesome to be back in, the home country, having all the friends come and cheer us on. So, yeah, this is a really great experience just to have, and so much energy in the audience. It's really great.
Well, listen, we thank you for your energy and for your performance, and, we'll keep an eye on those results and see if you've done enough to make semi-finals. Thank you so much for joining us all season.
Oh, thank you so much. So, can't wait to see you guys next season. So,
there you go, Kevin Lindlaw of the USA. Finished with a score of 5.15, currently sits in second place after 4 athletes. Kyyti there for Finland on the main screen, and up in that picture-in-picture is Coralie Jarry, last night's silver medalist in the speed comp. Kyyti, very tenuous. Seen the athletes really having to bear down on that move. A lot of tension required. Steps across, committing 100% to that right hand. The next move, reaching out to that box. There's clip 4 made. Smart climb in from the finish there. Into the figure 9, right leg over right hand. Beautiful sunshine in the background. It's a really spectacular venue, this. We have somewhat Greek architecture. They actually call this the Greek amphitheatre. There are circular seats, stone seats all the way around that are full right now. Locals that have come down to watch this lead semi-finals. If you are just joining us, you're watching the 2019 Uiaa Aisclimbing World Cup lead semi-finals. Men and women are climbing simultaneously this morning. We're doing our best to bring you the best of both competitions. Heikkilä of Finland now in that Stein position. Big reach for Kuttihekula. Just struggling with that right hand and got to generate so much momentum. Joining me in a few moments' time will be Vivian Labarille of Switzerland. We'll find out what she thought of that semi-finals route. Finnish climber still really giving it everything that he's got, trying to make that move up by clip number 6. It's such a long way, and those moving boxes require so much extra reach and extra strength. Looks like Coralie Jarry has fallen. And at this moment in time, I'm going to say hello to Vivian Labarille. Vivian, good morning.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm fine.
Talk me through that semi-finals route.
So it starts easy, I would like to say, but then comes to the volume, and this move is really hard. I don't know that it will be hard, but yeah, it's not my style there.
I mean, we can see that on the men's and the women's routes. These boxes are hard. Kuttihekula still struggling there. He managed to recover from that foot pop. You took a little bit of a fall and hit the wall. It looked like it knocked the wind out of you. Are you okay? Let's see that replay actually. You're on that left hand.
Yeah.
And it looked like you were, yeah, that's the figure 9. And I thought you were in.
Yeah, so I know that the stone there was bad on the wall, so I thought the other one will be well, and I just can pop in, like the stone will come out, so I got in the other hole, then I'll be fine, but then it was really bad, and I just dropped off and hit my back at the wall, but wasn't the best because I have already back pain since some weeks, so yeah.
Oh no, is your back okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Okay, good. Vivi, this crowd is really impressive. We had over 12,000 people here yesterday. How is it to climb in front of such a loud and large crowd?
So it's special. I think you can't think about the crowd behind you because it makes you nervous. But it's amazing if you do your moves and they all become to scream and cheer you up. It's so cool. I love it.
And looking at the screen now, we have another athlete on there. That's your teammate Laura von Allmen. What can you tell us about Laura?
Laura is a really strong climber, and I think she will do it to finals today.
You think?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure, because she works so hard, and I know that she has the mental... Yeah, she's now mentally ready to do a final, and I want to watch her tonight.
You heard it here first, folks. Vivian Labarille thinks that Laura von Allmen will be in the finals. A big thank you to Vivi for joining me this morning. We hope that she does recover and that back isn't too badly damaged. Climbing now, as I said, Laura von Allmen of Switzerland on the ladies' route, and shortly on the men's route will be Dennis van Hoek. Laura von Allmen had a very strong season so far, not quite able to realise her full potential. 12th in Korea, 10th in Switzerland, 14th in Italy, 15th in France. She has been in the finals before. She is very much worthy of it, and as Vivian said, she's in the headspace for it too, so hopefully all the stars can align for Laura this morning. Not sure exactly what happened, but I know that Coralie Jarry has just been taken to the medical centre with some sort of bruising in the hand. Could be tendon. We'll have a chat with her teammate shortly, Nathan Claire, and see how his semi-final went and see if he can give us the lowdown on what happened. There he is on the picture-in-picture, Dennis van Hoek of the Netherlands. Laura von Allmen climbing for Switzerland at clip number 3. Really nice technique. Big lock off that left hand for this next position. Needs a little bit more dynamism. Sticks the move. Really nice work there from Laura von Allmen. Reaches up to make the clip. Now let's see. No athlete has managed to stick the move onto the box yet. Laura von Allmen reaches up with the left hand. Places that hook on the hold. Reaches up with the left hand. Oh, and look at that! There you go! Laura von Allmen, the first of the athletes to stick that move. Really nicely done. Commits to that hold dynamically. And now reaches over to the left-hand side with the left hand. Figure 9. This is brilliant climbing from Laura von Allmen. There's clip 5 made. Moving up again now into the next box. 3-dimensional climbing for these athletes. Laura von Allmen now reaches to the underside of that box. Did see there in the picture-in-picture Dennis van Hook falling. We'll get a replay of that later. Into the Stein. And she's got that Stein as a backhand. Switches it into a good grip. Can really crank off that now. The athlete's forced to use so much of that box. Back into another figure 4. And there's that next clip made. 8 clips total. She now has 6. Still plenty of time. Over 2.5 minutes on the clock.
These athletes are inspiring you. You want to be out here next year? Go on over to the American Alpine Club Tip. Ask them how you can get involved in climbing.
You see that structure there. Heading towards the top of it. She's climbing so well. Takes a second to shake in that good hold with the right hand. Laura von Allmen now climbing out towards the front of the structure. Clips 7 and 8 in close succession. She does have time, but don't want to be hanging around for too long. Less than a minute remaining. Into the figure 4. Takes the hold by clip 7. Cuts loose on one hand, manages to recover. A grimace on her face as she recovers there. 2 hands on that tool. Needs that clip 7. Can she pull it up? She's going to have to kick into that box and do a pull-up. Ale Laura, come on! Oh, and that's all over for her. A great effort and a big swing to finish. Awesome climbing for Laura von Allmen of Switzerland. Awesome work indeed. And I'm going to welcome to the broadcast now from France, Nathan Claire. Nathan, how was that for you?
It's really interesting. harder route than in the other competition. It's really interesting. Yeah.
What did you think of the new structure here?
It's awesome. This kind of structure in the middle of the town. Just awesome. And she's really interesting. A big roof with a lot of volume. But for me, it's really hard. A lot of figure four and don't know.
Yeah, it's definitely not your style. We do have a look, we can look at your replay from early in the route. I thought it might have been all over there. What was going through your mind when that tool popped?
I just expect to the other stay. Yeah.
And you knew you weren't going to fall. Did you think you were going to fall, or did you think you were going to hold
I don't know. I'm just fighting.
When that happens, how do you find your calm again? How do you recompose?
I've tried to search another order tension in the hold and take another position. Yeah.
It seemed to work pretty well, and of course you climbed from there all the way through to clip 7, which was really nice, and you're currently in first place.
Yeah.
Do you think that'll be enough for semi-final, for finals later today?
I think it's possible, but really hard. Yeah.
Well, listen, thank you so much for joining me, Nathan Claire of France there. We'll have to wait and see if it was enough. We just saw on the screen David Buffard of Canada falling very low on that route. That'll be disappointing for him. We do have, in a few seconds, Kyyti Heikkilä of Finland. We'll try and keep abreast of the action, as well as getting a good chat from all of these athletes. There is bib number 53, which is Okdo Song of Korea, 51 years old. Took a pretty nasty fall in Ravenstein. Obviously not too bad, she's back here, full strength, climbing strong. 7 minutes 30 on the clock for all of these athletes as they begin. Makes clip number 2 at 8. Men have 10 clips on their route, ladies have 8. See questions coming in about the scoring format. We'll talk about that in a minute when we get a bit of a break in the action. Okdo Song currently in 20th position in the overall rankings. Finished 14th in Korea and 8th in China. Reaches up with the right hand to the left side of that blue volume. She'll match in on the high grip. See there and now, a big reach for that next move. See just a small portion of the crowd there. Sat on those stone steps of this amphitheatre. It's about an eighth of the number of people that are here. It's really a wonderful crowd out this morning in the sunshine in Denver, Colorado. Just struggling with that reach to find the best position and keep that left hand stable so not to pop. You can see her body rotating over that left shoulder. What she needs to do is keep it isolated so that there's no movement in the tool that will cause it to pop whilst generating the swings. Very tricky move. A lot of stability and a lot of strength required. Oh, and she sticks it. Look at that. Really nice stuff from Okdo Song. Almost looks down in surprise. Makes clip number 4. And now she has that next move to make to that stone hold on the wall above her before looking to progress out to the box. In that screen is Nathan Kutcher of the USA. Wow, I just said the USA. I obviously meant Canada. You'll have to excuse me. Apologies to both Nathan and Canada. Had a brain failure there as well as an eye failure looking down at my sheet. Nathan Kutcher, of course, one of the long-time competitors on this circuit, has done incredibly well over the years in both World Cup and non-World Cup competitions. Was so close to making finals last year in Hohhot in China. You see him at all the different competitions, both him and Rebecca Lewis often find climbing together. And Okpo Song makes the move onto the box. This slightly steeper terrain, definitely more her bread and butter. These Korean climbers are used to being on the figure 4s and figure 9s. Oh no, she's dropped a tool! And for someone with such experience, that is a real rookie error. Not what we expected to see. She's going to make that clip anyway, but she'll have to drop off. Oh no, she's off! Whoa, airtime. She's logging her air miles, then she might be upgrading to business class on the way home. Let's welcome to the broadcast Kyyti Heikkilä of Finland. How's it going, man?
Hello, hello. It's going good. Yeah, still a bit pumped, but yeah, otherwise feeling great.
Talk me through that semi-finals route. You climbed really well. You were up there at clip number 5 on that undercling, on that Stein move.
Yeah.
How did it feel?
Yeah, the road was. I was actually prepared for worse for the beginning, and then couldn't see that move to be as hard as it was. Apparently, well, it was too hard for me. But yeah, I like the route really much. Yeah.
What was the hard part of that move? We've seen a few athletes, Kevin Lindlaw included, struggling with that reach from the box. Why does it feel so hard?
The problem is the box is moving constantly. So whenever you push with your feet, the box is actually moving to the wrong direction.
We can see that there. This is where you were trying over
yeah,
and over.
Exactly.
And you managed to recover the first time, and then obviously second time that was you out of there.
Yeah, exactly. I also tried with figure 4, but actually that made it even worse. So then I decided I just have to go as hard as I could, which wasn't, well, quite enough. I think I was quite close.
You were very close, and you sit currently in second place behind Nathan Clare and ahead of Kevin Lindlaw. Do you think that's going to be enough for the semi-finals? For the finals, sorry?
Well, there is really strong competitors coming, so, well, I'm hoping for the best, but it's gonna be close if it's, yeah.
Yeah, I think you're
I'm
right.
Definitely not sure about that.
Well, we'll have to wait and see. Listen, we have lots of athletes waiting to join us in the booth, and we've got lots of action going on. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you very much.
And thank you for your performance. Kyyti Heikkilä of Finland there. Great effort from him, currently sitting in second place overall. Athlete on your screen is still Nathan Kutcher of Canada. And he reaches up to make clip number 4. Reaches behind him now onto the box. Reaches down to the bottom side of that hanging box there. Approaching clip number 5 and that tricky undercling move. Clip 5 made. A little over 3 minutes remaining on the clock. Sticks the Stein. Kicks in hard with that right foot. And now comes this big move. Matches in with the left tool. Oh, and he's popped! That was not what we were expecting, and I'm pretty sure that's not what he was expecting either. Nathan Kutcher in that Stein position, he'd matched in with his left tool, left that one in, was obviously happy with the placement, and then He brought his right hand up and that was it. He was out of there. Real shame for Nathan Kutcher. His score of 5.1 will probably, if I am not mistaken, put him in third place along with Kevin Lindlaw. Whether or not they put him ahead or not, we'll have to see. I think probably they'll put him behind because Kevin Lindlaw made an attempt to leave the hold. On your screens now is Olga Kozak of Poland, who's about to make that big move out to the left-hand box. Very tricky move. It's caused athletes a lot of problems, but Okdo Song and Laura van Almen have made it work. Oh, and she's popped as well! Oh, that tricky hold. Olga Kozak waves to the crowd. Very difficult moves there. Let's watch it one more time. She'd already fallen there. We missed that on the live stream, so she knew that hold was bad. She managed to keep that right hand solid. Really strong work from her. And when she did stick it, bad times. There's a point in there for Olga Kozak. I can now welcome to the broadcast Dennis van Hoek of the Netherlands. Dennis, how's it going?
Hi Liam, good to see you.
Talk me through your semi-finals performance. I'm pretty sure you won't be best pleased.
No, actually I'm not. Yesterday I was quite happy actually reaching the semis, and today I felt good, and I'm just stoked to be here. Really good crowd, and like got me going. And I felt quite confident actually. I managed to get that little sticky or tricky hold.
Yeah.
Well, at least I thought it was a tricky hold, and then turned out the next one, the little ball, was even worse. Didn't know that. Yeah. So I'm on it, and I did. Well, as you could see, I just popped up there. I didn't even move. I had no clue what was going on.
I wonder if we can just see that again one more time. Yeah, it was really very tricky move.
Yeah, so there, you come from a really tiny side move, go onto the ball, and that metal ball, I actually never used it before. It was my first.
Those crooked balls,
that
right?
crooked ball. So I made the clip, and I didn't really move. You see,
oh my god!
Gone.
Yeah,
really awkward. Actually, really disappointed. So I'm just happy to be distracted talking to you here.
Well, listen, you know those Kukunogi holds, the balls, the hooks, the bars, they have caused people problems this year. Metal on metal, never the best.
No, I can imagine. Actually, this was my first World Cup comp this year, so I haven't seen any of those metal holds. We've been out climbing real rock for the last 3 weeks or last month. So it's a bit hard to get in like this and pop up again like that.
Yeah, I can imagine. But listen, as always, we're very grateful for you joining us quickly. How has it been to climb in such an amazing setting in front of such a large crowd?
Oh, I really enjoyed it. I think this is really good progress for ice climbing. Like so many people around, such a good site going on. Really like it.
Yeah. Well, listen, thanks so much again for joining us. Best of luck for the off-season, and we hope to see you back next season.
Thank you very much, Liam. Nice talking. Good luck today.
Thanks, buddy. Dennis van Hoek there of the Netherlands, and very shortly we'll have Laura van Almen of Switzerland. I believe there is a slight technical incident on the men's route that the route setters are trying to fix as we speak. The winner, of course, still climbing. Haruko Takayuchi of Japan on the wall there.
We get some dynamic falls going on.
You can see there in the screen, Cherry Picker moving out as they were fixing one of the holds. I'm not sure whether or not it broke. Could be that they were just checking it to see if it did break. There are our route setters. Valentin Tominov amongst the team this week. Great to have such an esteemed athlete joining us as part of the route setting team. Haruko Takayuchi now moving up past clip number 2. You can see in the background some photographers up there on one of the Skyjack platforms. Over 70 different media outlets in attendance at this World Cup. It's been on the morning news, it's been on the afternoon news, it's been on the nightly news as well. All of the radio stations, TV stations featuring this World Cup. There's been so much interest, it's really wonderful to see. And as I've said already, we've got such a strong crowd out today, and we expect that to get bigger and bigger as the day progresses. Haruko Takayuchi on that strict move, very stiff, got to lock that left hand down, reach up, big reach with the right. Quickly talk through the results and how they work. So, to run through the scoring system, if you look at the scores on results.uiaa.org, you'll see some numbers after each climber's name. First one you'll see is the bib number, and then you'll see the score after that. So if we look at the lead scorer of the women so far, it's 6.2. Haruka Takeuchi sticking the move there, 6.200. What that means is she made clip number 6. You see the numbers of the clips by the quick draws on the wall. You can see the one just behind Haruko's head there is clip number 3, so her score now is 3.1. 1 is the hold. So the 0.1 is the hold. You can have 0.1, 0.2. It depends on the number of holes between clips 3 and 4. And then following that, the next parts of the scores are given depending on how the athlete used the hold and whether or not they made a move off it. So each movement splits the athletes to give different scores. Hopefully that's clear. Lots of people tuning in to say how much they're enjoying this. We've got family members, we've got friends, we've got athletes. Katerina Feyoktistava's tuned in. She said the routes look awesome. Carmen Glattard, Yannick's mum, says Allez Vivi. Of course, these are coming in from a little while ago. Lots of people tuning in and cheering on for the athletes. In a few moments' time, we'll have Laura von Allman for an interview. Haruka Takeuchi falls off there, pops off that box. We'll see a replay of that, but before that happens, let's say hello to Laura von Allman. Good morning.
Hello, Liam.
How are you?
I'm really good, thanks.
Yeah, I bet you are. That was amazing.
Yeah, I'm pretty happy with my climb. I don't know if it's enough for finals, but at least I could give everything, I could fight, and that's the most important thing.
Well, listen, you are sat in first place.
Really? Okay.
With 8 more climbers to go.
Okay, I didn't know that.
So you're in the danger zone. We'll have to see what happens with Marianne and Marianne.
Yeah.
But you know, the next few athletes are the ones to watch. If anyone falls below you after the next 2, that's it, you're in finals.
Okay. Cool.
We had Vivian Laboriel here. This was you on that move. You looked so strong. You were one of the first, if not the first person to stick that move. What was going through your mind when you just committed like that?
Yeah, I was quite afraid of that hold.
Rightly so.
I was afraid that I'm gonna turn if I go to the figure of 9, so I decided to just lose the feet, and then yeah.
It was really smart, and this move as well. When your arm came out, I was like, oh my gosh! Talk me through this.
Yeah, I don't know. I was just thinking that let's go back to the tool and try to get in the figure of 4, but I didn't have enough power anymore. So
I mean, you've been climbing for almost the full 7.5 minutes at that point. You've climbed so well.
Yeah, I'm happy, especially in front of that crowd. It's amazing here. It's a really amazing competition. Everybody is so excited to have us here, and I'm really thankful for that.
We had Vivian Laboriel in for a chat before, and she said it was as you were climbing. She said that you were in a really good headspace, and that she said that you felt ready for finals. Is that the case?
I don't know if I felt ready for finals. I mean, I did a lot of mistakes this season. Sometimes I climbed good qualifications, but then I somehow couldn't climb well in the semi. So I haven't done a final yet this season. So it's really time now to do a final. So yeah, I'm hope.
Well, we'll keep a very close eye on the competition and hope and cross our fingers that you do make it through. Laura, you did touch on it for a second, but how is it to climb in front of so many people?
Yeah, I mean, it's amazing climbing in front of this crowd, all the people who came here to watch us. I'm not really used to climb in front of so many people, but it's really exciting, really cool.
Well, I know that a lot of the athletes have been really into it. Thank you so much for joining us. Best of luck for this evening. We hope you do make it through.
I hope so too. Thank
Laura
you, Liam.
von Allman there of Switzerland. We'll have to wait and see if she does make it to finals. You can keep up abreast of the results as they happen on results.uiaa.org. If you do have a question or a comment, then you can use that hashtag UIAA Ice Climbing You can also tag at Uiaa Mountains or at Liam Lonsdale. Marion Thomas climbing there now in that women's route. We did just see Wesley Fowler climbing as well on your screens. And he fell off just at clip number 2. Really strong work from Marion so far. Less than 6 minutes on the clock. Marion Thomas reaches up with that left hand onto the hook, and now we got onto the very tricky move. It's caused a lot of athletes problems, and I know Laura von Almen will be watching very closely now. Every athlete that gets to this point, everyone that passes Laura's high point will keep her out of finals, and everyone who doesn't will secure a place in the finals. Really nice, so controlled there. Marion Thomas sticks the figure 4 and switches to the figure 9 with no problem at all. Oh, really good now onto that left side at clip 5. Just wants to readjust that position. And she commits to it. Look at that lovely stability. Keeps the lock very deep. Not sagging down on the tools, staying high in that grip. Climbing higher on that tool now into the high grip figure 4 over the left hand. Onto the next box. And on the picture-in-picture you can see your next athlete, which is of course Gordon MacArthur from Canada. Great to see him in the semi-finals here today. Marion Thomas into that Stein now. We will have the picture-in-picture for Gordon MacArthur's climb, so don't worry about that. Oh no, Marion's off! A little look of frustration for her there. She pops on the underside of that box, and that means that Laura von Almen is in the finals. We'll go almost immediately to Gordon MacArthur, but before we see Gordon, I'm going to say a very quick hello to David Buffard. David, how are you doing?
Very good, and you?
I'm great, I'm awesome. I mean, look at this place.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Talk me through that semi-finals route.
It's amazing semi-final route. Very technical, and a little mistake, and you pop out.
and it was the ball, was it?
No, just before.
Ah.
Yeah, on the blue hole.
Nightmare. We can actually have a quick look at the replay of your fall. That's Gordon MacArthur there. Bib number 1. This was that moment that you were readjusting on the tool there, David, and then, oh!
Yeah, my mistake is this. I try to readjust on the tool, but it's more safer, I think, to just match the boat tool on the hole.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah.
We're going to see what Gordon MacArthur does on this exact move. Has the high grip in the backhand, onto that Krukenogi ball with the left. And makes clip number 3. Really nice work from Gordon MacArthur. David, this is the first time we've had a downtown competition. Do you think this is the sort of competition we're going to see in ice climbing in the future? This is the first time we've had a competition in a city centre.
Yeah.
Do you expect that we'll have things like this in other cities in the future?
I hope so. With the number of persons they come and see us and cheer for us, it's very amazing experience.
Yesterday.
Yeah, it's so awesome. And yesterday during the speed here, everybody scream at you and encourage you. It's yeah.
And let's quickly talk about that speed. You got a medal yesterday.
Yeah, my first medal in World Cup.
How was that?
Crazy, amazing experience.
I bet you're excited for the podiums later.
Yeah, I'm very excited. I just said that.
But listen, we're going to say thank you to you and focus on Gordon now, but congratulations on your medal yesterday.
Thank you very much.
Commiserations for that mistake in semi-finals. We're looking forward to seeing you in Kirov.
Yeah, no, unfortunately I cannot have visa.
So next year then?
Next year.
Okay, well, thank
you
so
very
much
much.
to David Bufada of Canada. Let's focus on his teammate Gordon MacArthur as he hangs in that figure 4. Right leg over left hand by clip number 4. Soro announces there for a brief second. Joe Josephson, EKB. Jojo from Bozeman, Montana. Man behind the Bozeman Ice Fest, and EKB here all the way from Portland, I believe. There's clip 5 for Gordon MacArthur. You can see on the right hand side of the screen water pouring down from the structure. That's snow melting, I believe. Either that or the refrigeration system for the ice has gone wrong, but I'm pretty sure it's snow melt. Gordon MacArthur now into the Stein on the box. Looking very, very relaxed in that position. Big lock for Gordon, hits it there, but doesn't quite stick the move. See if he can make it work. Next time around, just taking a second to shake out there. Very tough move, and this is going to be one of the moves that separates the climbers, I'm sure of it. I think sticking this move is going to be the key to being in that top 8. Making clip 6 the real crux. We have several athletes at the 5.1 mark. Oh, and he's so close. You can see in the background bib number 52, Marianne van der Steen of the Netherlands. Gordon MacArthur, foot popped, but manages to recover. Catches it, gets those feet back in, and the crowd really getting behind him now. Come on, Gordon. Oh, and he's so close, but just not quite able to make that move. Marianne van der Steen falling there. We'll have that replay for you. Don't worry if you missed that and you were hoping to see what Marianne was up to. Gordon MacArthur starting to look a little tired now. And he's almost there! Oh, Gordon MacArthur painfully close to sticking that move. Ask the crowd for some support. He's got one more going in. If he can make that clip number 6, then he's going to be in a really strong position. Can he make clip number 6? He doesn't know how close he is. Oh, he's not quite there, and that's him out of there. Gordon MacArthur finishing with a score of 5.151, I believe. Awesome work from him. I'm going to welcome now to the broadcast Wesley Fowler for the USA. How's it going?
Pretty good, are you?
Yeah, really good, thanks. Wesley, that was, I'm sure you'll agree with me, a disappointingly low fall.
Yes.
Talk me through that.
I have a little bit of experience with those holds, and I think the volume that they put that right hold on that I was last on really adds some difficulty to maintaining that pig ankle. I think as soon as I touched that metal ball, one of the most challenging holds up there, I think my my right tool just came right out.
We can see your right tool
Yep.
there on the replay, and you just popped
Yep.
as you were reaching up.
And I think my other tool just wasn't set enough yet on that ball to hold it.
Yeah.
Neither were my feet in the right place. So, yeah, I think just a little more experience on some of these more interesting holds, and hopefully next year I'll be able to do a little better.
What do you think? Will we be seeing you at more World Cups next year?
Hopefully, if I can make it overseas. I'll do my best.
There is a phenomenal amount of people being out yesterday and today to watch. What's it like to compete in front of such a strong crowd?
It's amazing. It's great to see this sport getting so much attention. It seems like people really enjoy watching it because they're hanging around. Even, qualifiers for speed last night, people were enjoying watching it, and that's good to see. I think it speaks to the potential this sport has going forward.
Yeah, great answer and totally true. I couldn't agree more. Listen, we're going to go straight to the action with Mira Alhonswo, but Wesley Fowler, thank you so much for joining us, and best of luck for the off-season.
Thank you, absolutely.
Wesley Fowler there for Team USA, and Mira Alhonswo now on your screens for Finland. Seeing questions coming in on the broadcast, people asking why don't we switch the stream between athletes. It's a good question. We do our very best to bring you all of the action. We are fully in charge of all of the cameras and all of the angles. But when two athletes climb simultaneously, we have to editorialize, and that means sticking with one athlete throughout their climb. We do bring bits of picture-in-picture when it's possible, and we almost always have replays of the athletes. So even if you don't see it happen live, we'll try and show you a replay after they've finished. So, we do our best. We hope that you enjoy the coverage that we bring. And on the subject of which, we do have replays of Marianne van der Steen, who did fall a little while ago. Let's take a look at that. So she was out on that box with the left hand, kicks in, and puts the figure 9 in. She's really high on that figure 9. Oh, and kicks her own hand off. Oh, awkward move. Yeah, she basically kicked her own hand off the hold there, and that's just what happens. So Mira Alhonswo climbing now for Finland. If that very high-pitched ringing is bothering you back home, very sorry, it's bothering us too. It's the sound from the platform that the photographers are using to go up and down to take pictures. Personally, I want to pull the plug on it, but we don't have that privilege. So yeah, we don't have any control over that. Mira Alhonswo now reaches up into that hook position with the left hand. She'll match in on that tool and then reach out to the box. And in a few moments' time, I'll welcome to the broadcast Olga Kozak and get her opinion on it. Let's stick with Mira for the time being. She reaches out with the right hand, interestingly. Nicely done. Really strong work from Mira Alhonswo, using that right hand to lock the tool in. That iron cross position proving very successful. Mira climbing very well now. Can tell you the standings at present are as follows. In joint 8th place, Marianne van der Steen, Coralie Jury and Michaela Tugas. 7th is Catalina Shirley. 6th, Vivian Labariel. 5th, Olga Kozak. 4th, Haruka Takayuchi. 3rd, Okdo Song. 2nd, Marion Thomas. And 1st, Laura von Almen, who is guaranteed a place in the finals now. Mira Alhonswo sticks that move onto the next side of the box. In the men's competition, tied for 8th place, David Buffat and Aaron Montgomery. 7th place, Wes Fowler. 6th place, Dennis Van Hook. Nathan Kutcher in 4th, tied with Kevin Lindlaw. Kut de Hekila in 3rd. Gordon MacArthur in 2nd. Naton Clare sits in 1st. In that picture-in-picture is bib number 5, Gihado Kadota of Japan. Mira Alhonswo climbing out now to that next volume. Clip 5 made. Bib 69, Mira Alhonswo. At this moment in time, I believe, has climbed her way into the finals. I have to wait and see for sure. But I'm pretty sure with my maths, which we know have been questionable at times, pretty sure with my maths that she has Made it through to finals. Oh, and she's off! Just saw her struggling with that move, and she tried to use one hand to stabilize it, but didn't quite manage it. Very close for Mira Alhonswo. Great effort from the Finn. And let's welcome now to the broadcast Olga Kozak of Poland. Olga, good morning.
Hello.
How are you?
Quite good.
Talk me through that semi-finals route.
The route, the start of the route, the beginning, it's easy. Then the one hard move from the intellect to the Korean hold. And that the crooks, I will tell, yeah, exactly.
This move that you actually popped off and managed to recover off once, what happened second time round?
You know, in this move, you need to be very... I don't know how my Isaac slipped from this hold. It's just like... I was thinking that maybe my hand will slip from the Isaacs, but now when I say this one more time, it's just like, I don't know why. Maybe it's just the problem with the back, with not so strong back, and obviously I'm tired.
Yeah, you've had a long season.
Yeah, exactly.
Speaking of the season, you know, you've been at every round this year. It's been great to have you at each round, but we're here at the finale. What do you think of this venue and this crowd?
I'm very happy with this crowd and this venue in the middle of the city with a very good weather. It's really look like ice climbing with really good public, and it's just amazing because I think we'll never have the crowd like this.
12,000 people yesterday.
Yeah, when I heard it, it was like, no way.
Well, it happened.
Yeah, it happened, and seriously, it's amazing, and I'm very happy that the people comes to watch us.
Well, we're very happy that you were here to climb, and congratulations on a great season so far.
Thank
will
you.
we be seeing you in Kirov?
Yeah, for sure.
Excellent. So Olga Kozak there of Poland, probably not quite done enough to make finals today, but we will be seeing her at Kirov at the World Championships in a couple of weeks' time. On your screens now is still Giharo Kadota, and on the screen top left-hand corner is Sina Goetz of Switzerland, the 19-year-old Swiss climber, making progress on those first moves. Let's see what Giharo Kadota can do with this tricky move off the Stein. Into the figure 9 over the right hand. It's going to reach up to make clip number 5 now. There it is. So let's see if Giharo Kadota can take this next hold. He is a tall athlete. Will that help him out in this moment? Oh, he's so close to sticking it second time. He's hits it third time. Amazing work. Now, Giharo Kadota needs to make clip 6. But if he does, that's going to guarantee him second place in the running so far. He's our 10th athlete in the men's competition. Crowd really getting behind him as he waves for some support. Really the best performance we've seen from him all season so far. Moving really well into that underside of the box. Hanging hexagon there. Reaches down onto the next one. Oh, little slip. Very slippy metal hold there, one of the Korean holds. Cuts loose and goes into the figure 4, left leg over. Oh, he's dropped his stool! Oh, what a nightmare. Great effort from Giharo Kadota. Little slip up there, dropping that tool, but brilliant performance from him that sees him through to second place behind Frenchman Nathan Claire. And speaking of French, Coralie Jarry, bonjour.
Bonjour, Liam.
How are you?
Très bien, merci.
What happened to your hand?
When I fall, my tools fall on my hand, and I think it's okay. I don't need stitches.
It cuts it?
Yeah.
Oh no.
I climbed for the first time in speed yesterday. I didn't hurt myself, so I needed to do that today.
Cora, you climbed for the first time in speed yesterday.
Yes.
And then you won a silver medal.
Yes.
Do you think perhaps you should climb in speed again sometime?
Of course, I will ask the Russian I would like to buy tools and everything to train, and of course. And David Bouffard was a very good teacher, and he helped me a lot yesterday, so it was just crazy moment, and yeah.
Well, it was really quite amazing. You were bib 75 today, and we've got to try and find a replay of you climbing. Meanwhile, Sina Gertz is into that box position, which is going to put her in the running for third place so far. You're currently sitting, let me find our scores. You're currently sitting in 9th, 4.122. What did you think of the route?
We have a very, very big, very difficult move on the first box. And I think we did a lot of climbers did a lot of mistake because we took the hold with the head on the left and on the right, and I think it was on the left. So yeah, it's a big and far move for women, but we learned something.
Yeah, sure. I'm just watching very closely there. Sina Gertz's tool was left hanging in the box. And the route setters ran in to make sure that it didn't hit anyone. Great effort from Sina Gertz. Just quickly, last question. Talk me through this event, this venue.
It's just amazing, just crazy event. It's a very, very... We are very lucky to have a lot of support here, and yes, look at the weather, look at the people, that's the best. For climbers, that's just amazing.
Well, we're really glad that you could be here to join us for a quick chat. We're really glad that your hand's okay, and we're really grateful for your performance athletically today.
Thank you so much. Yeah.
Congratulations again on your silver medal. That was Cora Jury of France there, and you can see in the background downtown Denver in all of its sunshiny glory. Ice on the ground, blue skies, and sunshine here in Denver, Colorado. Next athlete out for Russia this time is Dmitry Grebennikov, our first Russian athlete. In a few moments' time, we'll have a chat with Gordon MacArthur of Canada. If you have any questions for Gordon, then please do send them in. Athletes climbing in reverse order today. So Dmitry climbing in 11th, qualified in 8th yesterday. Take a quick look at those standings again. 8th place is Wesley Fowler. 7th place Dennis Van Hook. 6th place Kevin Lindlaw. 5th place Nathan Kutcher. 4th place Kuti Hekula. 3rd place Gordon MacArthur. 2nd place Gerardo Cadota. 1st place still the Frenchman Nathan Claire. The women's competition, the standings look like this. 8th place Vivian Labaril, 7th place Olga Kozak, 6th place Haruko Takayuchi, 5th place Okdo Song, 4th place Sina Gertz, 3rd place Mario Tomas, 2nd place Mira Alfonso, 1st place Laura von Almen. Again, those are provisional results. We still have 4 more athletes in the women's, and we still have 7 more athletes in the men. That very difficult move low in the women's route, causing lots of quick falls. Whilst the athletes are in isolation, they will have some sort of feeling that there is a difficult move low down and that athletes are falling there. just due to the speed that they're being called from isolation. So Dmitry Gurbenikov very quickly up to that hanging box. Oh, now look at this. He's missed clip number 4. He's not allowed to climb backwards according to the rules. So he's going to have a real hard job trying to make that clip. Into the figure 9. And then into the Stein by clip 5. And the screen bib 61 is Enni Bertling. I wonder what Dimitri's going to do. He has to clip all of the quick draws in succession. Oh, and that's it. By clipping number 5, he's out of there. I'm pretty sure that's the case. I can't see clip 3 made. I can see clip 3 made, but I can't see clip 4 made. And by... Yeah, he's being called down, but he knew he missed it. He was going to keep going anyway. We'll see what happens there. It's possible that he might call a technical by skipping that quick draw. That's going to bump Gordon MacArthur up 1 place. You can see clip 4 hanging free. Really left himself with a big challenge there. I wasn't sure whether or not he'd realised, but it looks like he didn't, and you can see it in his face. He's very disappointed. Has to make every clip in succession. Speaking of Gordon MacArthur, let's welcome him to the broadcast from Canada. Gordon, how's it going?
It's going good, man. It's going really good.
How was that semi-finals route for you?
You know what? That was one of the coolest sections I've ever climbed. It was really fun. That move in the box, like, oh man, I tried that probably 10 times, and I just couldn't get to it. It was a really big reach.
Well, as if you didn't try it enough, we can actually watch that replay. So this was you on that box. Talk us through why this move is so difficult.
Oh.
That was with the recovery. That was an amazing recovery.
There goes the shoulder.
Thank God you've got a good physio.
Yeah, that was my bad shoulder, so that's going to have to get worked on. But just the dynamics of that move with the box swinging and sinking as you reach, it made it really hard.
You're currently sitting in 3rd place overall. You still have 7 more athletes to climb, so that puts you in a minimum of 10th.
Yeah, I mean, you know what, to be honest, a top 10 finish, being the top North American, it's a really big accomplishment for me, being that I was going to be retired. So to come back and actually have a really good result like that, top 10 is a great result for me.
I mean, it's not over yet.
It's not over yet. We just watched someone get disqualified, unfortunately, and that put me in 10th, so anything can happen in this sport for sure.
Yeah, so Dimitri's score will go back down to clip 3. You go to the last clip that you made when you made that clip. So his score of 3.140 will be his score, putting him in a 7th place right now, but for sure he's going to get bumped down. Enni Bertling now just struggling with that move low down on the route, not like her. Gordon, last question, and I've asked it to everybody, but I'm delighted to ask you as well. This crowd, this venue, talk me through that. What's it like as an athlete to be part of this?
You know what, you can feel it and you can sense it, but when I look down from the box and actually got a second to experience it, it's pretty impressive to see that many people out here. It's a huge turnout for the first time in Denver, and then, you know, after climbing for 10 years or so, it's a big crowd considering. It was a real treat to climb in front of them for sure.
Well, listen, we're really grateful for you joining us here in the booth. We're really grateful for your athletic performance, and we wish you all the best for the off-season, and we're looking forward to welcoming you back next year.
Oh, I'll be back next year, don't you worry.
Excellent. There we go, ladies and gentlemen. Gordon MacArthur, who currently sits in 3rd place. Worst possible result he can get now is 10th, but we'll have to wait and see how that works for him. Enni Bertling now committing to the box. Sticks that move, and in the picture-in-picture, Nikolai Primarov, representing Switzerland, begins his climb. Oh, and Enni's off! Another athlete falling on that box. Didn't look in very good shape the whole time up that route, just looked a little tentative, a little unconfident. And watch that left tool out of there. What a shame. for Finland's Enni Bertling. We'll have to wait and see where that puts her in the results, and I'm going to quickly welcome to the broadcast Marion Thomas of France. Bonjour, Marion.
Bonjour.
You're currently sitting in 3rd place.
Yeah.
How was that semi-finals route for you?
It was quite okay at the beginning, and after a bit technical before the roof. And when we get to the roof, there was a really hard move where we saw Enni. Actually, it was really technical because we had to hang, but on the right sense, and we had to not move too much on this hole because it's not so good.
Looks like Enni Bertling is just having a chat with the judges there. We'll have to wait and see what happened. Oh no!
Wow.
That was Nikolai Primarov. So low on the route. Oh dear, that was not how Nikolai Primarov expected to see this semi-finals finishing. Nightmare. That was a really low fall off those intellect holds. We can see the judges just reviewing what happened, and we'll find out what happened with Enni Bertling there. Marion, sorry to interrupt you in the middle of all those questions. There was all sorts of things happening. Let's quickly just talk about this venue and this competition. How's it been for you?
The ground is just amazing. It's a crazy place here. You know, yesterday there were 11,000 people all the day. And
12,000.
12,000? Wow,
yeah.
It was just crazy. And it's a very good crowd also. They are always yelling and cheering for everybody. And yeah.
Look at that. Emma McSwiggan even has her own fan club.
Yeah, she has. She's just a treat girl.
Let's have a quick look at your replays, Marion. We can see the highlights from your climb. So this was you on the underside of that box.
Yeah.
What happened here?
It's when I failed.
I know that.
Actually, I don't know. I was quite okay, and at the end, I just get my hand opened. I have to walk. I'm not so strong, maybe in resistance, and yeah, my hand opened in figure 4. Yeah. I don't know what to say more than that. I have to work on that.
Last thing, I'm just looking at the results. You're currently in 3rd place, and there's only 3 more climbers to go, which means you're guaranteed a place in the finals.
Yeah, I'm really happy.
How excited are you to climb in front of this crowd later today?
It's going to be crazy, I think, and I will enjoy that. And I'm going to do my best. And I just want to say hello to all the French team who is watching the live stream. And yeah, so thanks.
Well, listen, thank you so much for joining us. Thank you for your performance, and good luck for the finals this evening.
Thank you.
In a few moments' time, we'll have Sina Gertz of Switzerland for a quick chat. But before that, let's turn our attention to Yannick Lattard. Climbing at the same time is Emma McSwiggan. We're going to try and give you a picture-in-picture of both climbers as they climb. There's Emma in the top left. That is just the nature of these competitions, that the high-ranking athletes, can sometimes place together. We want to see both, of course. So here is Yannick Lattard on the first moves of his route. Nikolai Primarov falling disappointingly low on that men's semi-final route. Emma McSwiggan in the top left-hand corner of your screen, Yannick Lattard in the main screen. Both athletes definitely capable of climbing to the top on these routes. We've already seen Nathan Claire do pretty well, got to clip 7. We saw Laura van Almen also get to clip 7 on her route. Both have climbed really well and remain in first place right now. If you're worried about not seeing the full picture of Emma, we will have replays of her climb and highlights of that route as she goes. And if Yannick tops this route quickly, then we can go straight to Emma and we won't have to worry about anything. You see him there making sure he doesn't miss clip number 4. Oh, tricky move. Grebennikov did skip that clip by accident. Oh, big deep lock there for Glattard, using the box to swing up. Oh, and he just misses it. This is precious seconds and precious energy wasted. Does make the clip. The crowd cheering him. Yannick Glattard on the underside of that box now. Eamon McSwiggan ready to make that powerful move by clip number 3. Clip 5 made for the Swiss climber. Eamon McSwiggan opting for the figure 4 over the left hand, and it works. She's up there now, making the moves up towards the box. And here comes that big move for Yannick Glattard. Ali Glady. Oh, his little right foot pop there, but he manages to crank that tool down. He really needs to get that next clip. People asking what the equivalent outdoor grade of these routes is. It's absolutely impossible to give you a grade like that. Impossible. Oh no, Yannick Glattard having all sorts of problems here. Finals taking place later today here in Denver, Colorado. Both Yannick and Eamon on the hanging boxes. It's such a long move, this. Yannick Glattard struggling with that figure 4. You can see both athletes there now. Eamon McSwiggan on the right, Yannick Glattard on the left. Eamon makes clip number 6. You can hear the fans for Eamon in the background. Will Yannick Glattard make this move? Oh, he's so close. Oh, it's just not happening. Come on, Yannick. Eamon moving really well into the underside of that roof now. Oh, Yannick having all sorts of trouble. Oh, and he was so close that time. Oh my gosh, this is painful to watch. Takes a second to shake, and he's got less than 3 minutes remaining. Still plenty of time. If he can make clip number 6, then he'll be in with a chance of the finals. He just needs clip number 6. Eamon McSwiggan has clip 6 on her route. Come on, Yannick. If ever he needed a time to fly, now was it. He stuck it! Oh, Yannick Glattard has stuck the hold. He was there for almost 2 minutes. But after all the effort, he makes clip number 6 and cements himself a place in the finals here in Denver, Colorado. Oh my gosh, that boy. My heart is racing. Right, let's see what he can do. He's got just over 2 minutes remaining as he kicks into that figure 4 over the right hand. If anyone can put on a show for this crowd, it's Glattard. Eamon McSwiggan climbing really well now out onto that box. You can see her in the picture-in-picture. She needs clip 7 if she wants to be in first place. There it is. Eamon McSwiggan makes clip number 7. And will it be a top? She's on the last hold. Into the figure 9 with the left leg over the left hand. Makes clip at the top. That's, oh, she just misses the clip into the figure 4. She still has just run out of time, I think. Not sure. We're just waiting on the confirmation of that. She's still got time. Makes the clip, matches the hold, and there it is, ladies and gentlemen. First top of the semi-finals route goes to Ireland's Eamon McSwiggan. She turns and waves to the crowd, and her fan club and the rest of the Denver locals are absolutely ecstatic to see it. Amazing work from the Irish climber. Eamon McSwiggan crushes that semi-final route, and we go straight back to Yannick Glattard, whose dying seconds of his route are going to see him fighting for clip number 7. What a thrilling piece of action here in Denver, Colorado. Yannick Glattard giving everything that he's got. Big reach out with the right hand, sticks it again, and this crowd is getting louder and louder. Hangs off one hand. Please make sure your seatbelts are fastened. Swiss Air is taking off. There is clip number 7. Can he keep going? Out to the intellect hold. Yannick Letard is moving so well after being stuck for so long on that move at clip number 5. Clips 7 is made, he's on his way to clip 8. He's still behind Nathan Claire at this point, but is in second place overall. Oh, and there he's off! Just tired, I'm not surprised. Absolutely incredible stuff. And to talk about her performance and Yannick Letard's performance, let's welcome Sina Gertz. Sina, were those not two of the best climbs we've seen all day?
Yeah, they were.
Absolutely
really
amazing. Talk me through your climb. How did it feel?
Yeah, I felt so nervous this time. I think I've never been this nervous in the entire season.
Why do you think you were so nervous?
I think because Champagny went really bad for me. Yeah, I just wanted to do the finals so desperately again this time.
And looking at those results, you're currently sitting in 4th place, which means you're guaranteed a place in the finals.
Yeah, I'm so relieved.
So what will happen now?
Yeah, just enjoy the sunshine a bit, I think. I was in all day. Yeah, just go back to the hotel. Sleep.
Sleep and rest in the sunshine. Let's just watch the action from Emma McSwiggan. She really had a battle on that route, but she was so calm, so consistent, so good. The first top of this women's semi-final. Still with 2 athletes to climb, Munsion Shin and Maria Telekanina. Perhaps we'll see 2 more. Tina, how cool is it to climb in front of such a large crowd?
Yeah, it's amazing. They're cheering you on every move. So you just want to push farther and farther.
Well, listen, thank you so much for joining me. Rest up. Best of luck for the finals.
Thank you so much.
We'll see Sina Gertz later on. And now, climbing on the women's route in bib number 74 is Won-Cheon Shin. Climbing on the men's route in a few seconds will be Hyung Park of Korea. We're in bib number 37. Lots of people very supportive of all of the athletes. Lots and lots of reactions for Emma McSwiggan's attempt there. Absolutely stunning stuff from her. We'll have a chat with her in a few moments' time. She sits in 1st place now with a top in 5 minutes and 46 seconds, still with so much time left on the clock. Won-Cheon Shin now currently ranked 2nd in the world on the overall tour. She took silver medal in Korea, 14th place in China, gold medal in Switzerland, silver medal in Italy, and silver medal in France. If she beats that 14th place result here in Denver, then that will be dropped. If you compete in all of the rounds, then you're allowed to drop your worst result. Apparently I'm getting information that there's 2 clips tied together on the men's route. That'll have happened. Yeah, look, they've just got tangled and the rope will have been pulled. So they're going to fix that before we can get the men's route underway. And actually that's great because that means we get to see Won-Cheon Shin climbing and don't have to worry about losing Hyung Park. We'll see him when he comes back. Won-Cheon Shin moving out on that box now, made that move look easy. Makes clip number 6. Won-Cheon Shin flying through this route so far. Comes now into the underside of that box, and you can see in the picture-in-picture Hyung Park now getting ready to climb. He begins his route that men's semi-final climb. And Shunshin now into the Stein with that hand, and she catches it in the reverse grip and turns her body around it using figure fours. There's clip number 6 made. So much time. Just less than 4 minutes on the clock for Won Seon Shin. Climbing really nicely through this box section. Being asked if we have split times on the quick draws. We don't have split times because we're using 2 different athletes. Because we're going between athletes, we can't give you split times, unfortunately, but we'll have split times for the finals as always. Look at this. Won Seon Shin reaches out to that hold by clip 7. It looks like she's warming up. It really looks like she's warming up. She's going to throw that figure 4 over the right hand. Casually reaches to the lip. Into that hard position with the figure 4, or rather the figure 9. Matches in with the tool, and there it is. It's a top for Won Seon Shin of Korea. Very, very easy indeed for her. Waves to the crowd, who are very, very appreciative of that performance. Won Seon Shin, good couple of minutes faster than Ema McSwiggan there. We'll see Maria Tolokanina climbing next. Let's go to Hyung Park. He's already in that Stein move on the box where Yannick Glattard was waiting for a couple of minutes before he could move out of that position. We'll have Yannick Glattard for a chat in a few moments' time. Oh, look at that. Hyung Park makes that move look easy. Reaches up for clip 6. Waiting for the men's scores to refresh, to reflect. Primarov and Glattard. I think I've got a pretty good measure of where they all sit. Hyung Park now moving out towards clip number 7. Just less than 4 minutes on the clock remaining for him. Into that figure 9, right leg over right hand, and uses the left leg on the corner of the box there to stabilize that move. Right leg over left hand for that figure 4. Just pops up to that intellect hold. Beautiful blue skies here in Denver. And he sticks that move. See with his red bib that he's current world champion. He's not quite found winning form this year. He's taken 3 silver medals and also an 8th and a 6th. Definitely looking to take a gold medal here in Denver. But there's plenty of climbers that are going to be doing their best to do the same. It's clip 7 made now for Hyung Park. Flip 8 made now as well for Hyung Park. Heading towards the front side of that structure. Hyung Park looking really good, just needs to stick this next move if he wants to be in with a chance of topping this route. Still over a minute remaining. Hyung Park up to that next hold. One of the biggest crowds we've ever seen in attendance here. Over 12,000 people yesterday, and we're expecting even more today. Hyung Park now up with that left hand. Clip 10 beckoning. Can he top it? You see he has a big reach out to that next box to make. Is he going to jump? He is. Oh, and he misses! Very, very close. Hyung Park committed. He's in first place. Let's welcome to the commentary booth Yannick Blattard of Switzerland. Yannick, how's it going?
Good, and you?
I'm great, mate. I'm absolutely great. Talk me through your semi-finals performance. That was really a thriller.
Yeah, actually it starts very well. I climbed fast and very secure. But then on the bumbles at the boxes, it was difficult.
Yeah, it looked really difficult. I have to be honest, there was a moment where I thought you weren't going to stick the move.
I always believed that I sticked it.
And here we go. You tried so hard, and when that foot popped, wow, you were so close to holding it. When you did stick it, what went through your mind at that point?
Now it's done.
Now it's done? You're like, okay, fine, I can relax?
No, but I was thinking about, okay, you only do that move, and then you go further, and then I did it, and then for me it was like the first chapter done.
Yeah, that was a really amazing effort, and such a brilliant route. It's really nice to see it climbed so well.
It's crazy, the route setting. I really enjoy it. It's just hard, exactly that move. When you hit on the box, the wood is pretty thin, so your foot is easily popping. And when you swing, there's like, it's not always the same swing you got. And then when you push hard, it's...
When you did finally stick it, the crowd went absolutely wild. How aware of you how aware were you of the crowd?
It was amazing, but I still had to focus and go on.
Yeah, it was a really amazing effort. We're watching on the screen now Maria Tolokanina. I'm going to say thank you to Yannick Blattard, and we will see him through to finals later on.
Thank you.
Thanks so much to him. We will have a quick chat with Emma McSwiggan in a second, but let's keep our eyes on Maria Tolokanina for the moment as she moves out towards clip 7 and makes it look absolutely easy. Maybe Emma can give us some perspective on these moves while Masha just cruises to the top. Emma, what was this route like for you?
The route was actually, we had a lot of time, I think, for this route. In the route preview, we were all a little bit worried about some of the holds, especially at the traverse from the vertical wall onto the first barrel. But when we got there, it was very straightforward. It was a very nice route. It did a lot of big moves. It had kind of everything we wanted.
Well, Maria Tolokanina just topped that with over 3 minutes left on the clock in almost less than half of the time required. So gives us an idea of, you know, you top climbers, yourself, Maria, and Yunseon Shin all just made light work of it, really.
Well, I wouldn't say I made light work of it. It was
everybody else would. This live stream, there's so many people on the broadcast that were so blown away by your performance.
Well, I really wanted to top it, and I guess I got the sequence right. Sometimes it doesn't work out that way, but today it did, and I made it to the top in time. And I thank the route setters for giving us enough time to be able to make it to the top. So,
how much confidence does topping the route in semi-finals give you going into the finals this afternoon?
Well, for me, who's kind of a notoriously slow climber, it's definitely given me a good bit of confidence going into the finals. We just want to, every round, we want to get through to the next round, and yeah, I'm excited now for finals to see what we're going to have to climb, and hope I can do as good a climb.
This was you climbing in that semi-finals route, and I mean, you didn't look like you were in difficulty, you just looked like you were in a bit of a tangle.
Yeah, actually this point was the one point where I wasn't sure if I was going to make it past it. My feet in figure 4, figure 9 position, and I thought it was going to work, but then I decided I had to get out of that position and just kick off the barrel, and it was just, yeah, I was lucky to make the change quick enough before my arms give in. So, yeah, it was great.
What about the crowd? I mean, specifically, obviously there's a massive crowd and everybody's been so so vocal about how amazing it is to climb in front of them, but you've actually got Ireland hat, flag wearing fans in the crowd. How's that?
Do you know, it's actually incredible. I have a couple of very close friends that came here from Ireland, and some friends from America that I climbed with in America and I haven't seen in a few years, so just the being here to support me is just incredible. And everyone in Denver, I think it's like we've never climbed in somewhere like this that has such a positive atmosphere and so many people cheering for us. It definitely gives us a boost.
I particularly like that flag. If you missed it at home, it said Eamon McSwiggan, Ireland's #1 draw tour.
I know.
Was that a deliberate mistake?
No, it definitely was not. Yeah, I guess maybe. I'll take it, it's all right.
It's the Irish always know to have a good crack, that's for sure. Emma, you do have a little bit of time now between the semi-final and final. What's the plan?
Well, I'm going to try and relax. I didn't really sleep well at all last night, so if I can get a little bit of a nap, it would be good, and just make sure I warm up well enough again for the final, and yeah, just try and be in good condition for it. So.
Well, there was that moment where you were the first person to top that route and in really fine, definitive style. We do hope you get a bit of rest. We wish you the best of luck, and thank you as always for your amazing performance.
Thank you very much, Liam.
Eamon McSwiggan of Ireland there, climbing to the top and in third place going into this evening's finals. Young-Hae Kwon on the screen. Climbing his way already past that initial crux and into the undersize of that hexagon box rather. Really moving nicely now, Young-Hae Kwon. If you do want to tune in this evening, we'll be live at about 6:20 p.m. local time. We're 7 hours behind the United Kingdom. If you're wanting to extrapolate the times, we are in Mountain Standard Time in the US. So 7 hours behind UTC or GMT. We'll be live at 6:20 p.m. And I recommend tuning in at the beginning of the broadcast. We have some very fun videos to show you. We had fun filming yesterday, and we also have an interview with Gordon MacArthur to show as well. He's currently still sitting in a qualifying position for finals. 5th place, with 3 more athletes to go after Young-Hae Kwon, so he's really in that danger zone. Could finish in 9th at the moment, so very, very close. In fact, Young-Hae Kwon's bumped him down to number 6. Forgot to add that result in. There he is. See Gordon MacArthur and Dmitry Grebennikov, Coralie Jarry. Dmitry Grebennikov, of course, making that mistake, forgetting to clip number 4. in that intellect hold on the figure 4. Easily up to that next position. Maria Tolkanina, who tops the route fastest of all so far. Current World Tour leader, will be through to finals later. She's taken 4 of the 5 gold medals this season. Incredible performance from her in this 2019 Uiaa Aisklyming World Cup. Young Kye Kwon reaching out behind him now into the roof of this structure. Just getting the information, I did make a mistake. We start at 4:20 p.m. local time, not 6:20 p.m. So, just to recap, we start at 4:20 p.m. 16:20, not 6 p.m. So, if you do want to tune into finals later today, 4:20 p.m. local time, we are 7 hours behind GMT or UTC. We are in Mountain Standard Time. So 4:20 p.m. thanks to Raf Andronovsky for pointing that out. We did get that information slightly wrong there in my ear, but no problem. Tool down, but no problem for Young Kye Kwon, who's already qualified. Great work from him. Next athlete out in the men's competition will be Valentin Supervene of Ukraine. First competition we've seen him in for a long time. He's been very busy on expedition. Plenty of red blood cells because he didn't seem to get pumped yesterday. Time spent at over 2,000 metres has definitely done him good, and he's not lost any strength. We'll have Yun-Sun Shin here in a couple of seconds to talk about her finals route, or rather semi-finals route. Next athlete joining us on the floor, as said just a moment ago, is Valentin Supervene of Korea. So now I will say good morning and welcome to Yun-Sun Shin. How's it going?
Yeah, I just finished my climbing. Yeah, I made the top. I'm so very happy.
You climbed so fast.
No, I try go so stable because I don't want to make a mistake.
If that was slow and stable, then I don't want to know what fast looks like. What did you think of the route setting?
It's very interesting because many volumes and many boxes and moving is new experience for me. Even I climbed already 15 years like that.
And it's the first time we've seen things like this.
Yeah.
And I also want to ask you about the crowd. Yesterday we had over 12,000 people here.
Wow, yeah. Very nice atmosphere here.
Amazing atmosphere.
Yeah.
You can see here you moving through that last section.
Yeah.
When you saw the route for the first time, did you know that you could top it?
Yeah, I tried, but I cannot sure because it looks so hard for me because I never experienced like this volume and many boxes. I worry so much, but it was so interesting route.
And I don't think you need to worry.
No, I worried so much.
Finals is later today. How will you prepare between now and the finals at 4:30?
Yeah, I have some lunch. Then I want to warm up a little bit, and I wanna I wanna do some image training about this wall. It's a very new experience for me, so I need image training so much.
So you look at the wall and try and visualize?
Huh?
You're going to look at the wall and try and remember the positions
Yes.
and the holds?
Yes.
Interesting. Visualization.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Well, listen, thank you so much for joining us.
Yes.
Thank you for your performance. Congratulations on making finals.
Thank you very much.
And good luck.
Thank you.
Yunsun Shin there of Korea. Amazing work from her, qualifying in second place. Really, really solid climbing from the Korean athlete, current world champion. We'll have to wait and see how she fares in the finals later today, going live at 4:20 p.m. local time. Valentin Supervene of Ukraine just trying to work out this next move. Needs to make sure he doesn't miss that clip. Reaches down to put the rope over his shoulder into that figure 4 position over the left hand. And there's the clip. Valentin Supervene now onto the underside of that box. Figure 4 over the left hand. Makes clip number 5. Into the Stein. Really nice over that left hand into the figure 4. Oh, and look at that height of Supervene, making that move easily. Up to the box, clip 6. Making clip 6 will guarantee him a place in the final. And it'll push Gordon MacArthur down into 7th place. Gordon MacArthur no doubt watching with bated breath. Each athlete that passes his high point bumping him down closer to that 9th position. He did say he's already happy with his performance, but I'm pretty sure he'd like to be in the finals. Supervene now reaches out behind him to that next box. If you are just joining us, where have you been? It's been an absolutely incredible semi-finals here. We flew through the female athletes. Female climbers moving really, really quickly. 3 tops in the end. Ema McSwiggan, Munseon Shin and Maria Tolokanina all topping. Tolokanina winning the semi-finals as the fastest climber to top. Munseon Shin second, Ema McSwiggan third. We'll have those results on the screen for you soon. Supervene makes that next move. Still over 2 minutes remaining on the clock, just struggling there with clip number 7. Switches hands to make it with the left. Nicely done. And for an athlete that hasn't competed for well over a year, I think actually it's 2 years, he is looking like he hasn't missed a beat. Being asked by people on the broadcast what time the final starts and how long the break is. The break is just less than 4 hours, so local time now is 12:40. We'll be live at 4:20, so just less than 4 hours. No, it's very late in Europe. Get yourselves a coffee. Don't go anywhere. Big reach for Supervene, and he makes it easily. Oh, he's off! Wasn't quite happy with his position. Already made finals, so it's okay. Great work for the Ukrainian climber. 2 more athletes remaining in this competition. Alexei Dengin and Nikolai Kozovlev. Great work there from Valentin Supervene. Awesome work indeed. You can see some of that architecture in the background. This Greek amphitheatre. Such a very passionate and strong crowd here. We can actually, I believe, give you the provisional results so far. So this is where we're at. Well, this is actually the results for the women's finalised. So Okto Song 8th, Sina Gertz 7th, Marion Thomas 6th, Mira Ohonsro, excellent work for her in 5th, Laura Van Almen 4th, Nima McSwiggan 3rd, Wunshunshin 2nd, and Maria Tolokanina 1st. Look at that split of nations. So good. Really, really good to see. What, oh, just disappeared before I could count them, but brilliant to see so many countries represented in the final. Enni Bertling 9th, Haruka Takayuchi 10th, Olga Kozak 11th, Vivian Labaril 12th, Catalina Shirley 13th, Michaela Tugas 14th, Cora Jarry 14th, Marianne van der Steen 14th. That tie there on that very tricky move. And then Kendra Stritch and Amity Warm 17th and 18th respectively for the USA. An absolutely incredible women's semi-final. Women climbing up the right side of the structure as we look at it now. The men climbing up the left, and you can just see the grey jacket and orange trousers of Alexei Dengin tying in there, the bottom of the structure. It's a very deceptive view, this. Makes the structure look small, but it's over 12 metres in height and provides almost 20 metres of climbing. Alexei Dengin preparing himself to begin his semi-finals route. Superman logo in position. Let's hope that he doesn't need superhuman strength to make the finals here today. So Dengin gets off to a good start on this semi-finals route. First clip pre-clipped. And don't be fooled into thinking these first moves are easy. We've already seen Nikolai Primarov falling very low. He actually fell below the first clip in this position here. In fact, I think he was one position below that. Nikolai Primarov, an excellent athlete. Looking really good. Now on that small edge, we did see Wes Fowler pop off this one. Reaches up to that Krukanogi ball with the left hand. Very, very slippy ball. There's Maria Tolokanina, current first place. And a big smile on her face, no surprises there. Dengin now through that tricky ball section onto third clip, which he's made, and these tenuous moves out towards clip number 4 in the hanging boxes. Still have one more athlete after him, Nikolai Kozovlev of Russia. Dengin split between the two holds. Decides to make clip number 4 from the wall, which is a smart move. Before committing to the box, we saw Dmitry Gurbenikov forget to make that clip, and that saw his attempt to finish at clip number 3. Currently sits in 11th place. Dengin reversing that hold. See him on those boxes now, ready to make that tricky next move. It's caused a lot of problems to the athletes. Just coming up short first time and second time. Sticks it third time. Looking very calm, very collected, and making clip 6 will guarantee him a place in the final. There it is. That's Alexei Dengin guaranteed a place in the final now. Puts Gordon MacArthur into 8th place. With one more athlete to climb, Gordon MacArthur sits fully in the danger zone. And with it being Nikolai Kuzovlev, who's been almost unstoppable this year, he's won every gold medal bar one. It's highly likely that Gordon MacArthur will finish in 9th. Kuzovlev taking gold in Korea, China, Italy and France, and silver in Switzerland. He and Tolokanina absolutely unstoppable this year. Moves really well up to the corner of that next box. Makes clip number 7 easily, and will now move towards that intellect hold on his right hand side. Big kick with that right foot. Takes the intellect hold. Puts the right leg over the right hand for the figure 9. And then right leg over left hand for the figure 4. Misses the hold first time. It's another intellect that he's going to. Hits it second time round. Really nice work there from Alexei Dengin. Traversing now on that box to make it up into the roof. There's clip 8 made. Just less than 2 minutes on the clock for Dengin. Big kick with that left foot. Pins his rope in there, but doesn't pierce the ropes, no problem. You can hear the announcers calling 1 minute remaining for Alexei Dengin. Reaches up and hits the Stein with the right hand. Moving so well, Alexei Dengin. And I'd love to see him get to that dyno. Kicks in that bridge position, really good hip flexibility. Up onto that next hold with the right hand. And here we go. He's going to line up for this jump. Kicks in high. Matches that right hand into the high grip. Can he reach it or will he jump? Look at that, uses the hand on the volume. That is very smart climbing from Alexei Dengin. What a pro. Brilliant work from him. So good, and it's totally in the rules. He's getting on top of the box. That is in the rules. There's no boundary tape. He's riding it like a rodeo. Alexei Dengin. I don't even know what to say. He's always one to make a scene, and he's always one to make history. And he's literally riding the structure like a horse. And he's a bit stuck up there now, really, because the clip is way below him. His time's up. He's just going to have to commit. And he screams to the crowd. Takes the jump. A lot of passion from that man. A lot of passion from the crowd. And a well-deserved first place so far from Alexei Dengin. Still one more athlete to climb, but he's definitely going to be second, if not first. Awesome work from Alexei Dengin. Love that he was thinking outside the box then. I wonder if the judges thought of that. Brilliant use of that volume with the hands. Really lovely climbing. Hyung Park opted to jump. Alexei Dengin using some rock climbing pedigree there. Type of move you'd expect to see in a bouldering World Cup. Then he either needed to climb down or up, and he went up. Only thing was missing was a lasso. Maybe a Stetson. I would have said leather chaps, but perhaps that's a step too far. Awesome work from the Russian athlete, and we have one more to climb. It's Nikolai Kuzovlev. The crowd very pleased to see that amazing effort there from Alexei Dengin. Look at that scream, so much passion. I can see Nikolai Kuzovlev emerging from the isolation tent and walking around the back of the structure. 18th and final male climber today. Current world leader in the rankings. And there is Nikolai Kuzovlev tying in. Nikolai Kuzovlev, as I've said already, has absolutely dominated this season. Gold medals in Korea, China, Italy and France. When he didn't win a gold, he took a silver, and that was in Switzerland when Yannick Letard took the home gold medal, his first. The athletes that compete in every competition are actually allowed to drop a result. So only 5 of the 6 results count. And so if he wins here today, he'll have a perfect score of 500 points. His lead in the overall rankings is unassailable. He's already guaranteed the overall winner. Nevertheless, still needs to put on a good performance here today if he wants to have that perfect score. Gordon MacArthur now sitting in that danger zone of 8th place. Kuzovlev surpasses Gordon MacArthur's high point, then that's his competition over. If for some reason Kuzovlev slips up and falls lower than Gordon MacArthur, then Gordon MacArthur will be through to the finals. Passes clip 1 and reaches up to that intellect hold with the left hand. In just a few seconds I will have Alexei Dengin in the booth with me for a quick chat. makes clip number 2. Gets up into the meat of the route now. And while he's low on this route, I'll say hello to Alexei Dengin and welcome to the broadcast.
Hello everybody, thank you who is watching now.
Alexei, you seem out of breath.
Yeah, I'm tired actually, and you know, it's masterpiece of the routes what we saw this year, because this kind of route requires from you not just be speedy, like be strong, actually precisely the or creative, I don't know, but you must think and work, and this is lead, guys.
I want to give you a minute to breathe, but I also want to ask you so many questions. When you you got up there into that roof, you made the move up to clip number 9, and you took that pebble with the tool and you abridged, and you used the volume.
Yeah, you know.
Didn't you read it like that?
Yeah, I have actually 3 ways to do it, and one Park Young was nearby trying to jump. I told him, yeah, just jump like on a horse we are in the USA, actually, like in Texas maybe.
I did say that in the commentary. Said you rode it like a rodeo. And then when you were up there, did you realize you were stuck?
Yeah, actually it was really exhausted. I heard that I had like about 15 seconds or 20, and I know it was no time to stand for the right position for jump. And luckily I had 3 vision for this movement, and another one jumped exactly this time, and I started to climb.
It was so good to see Nikolai Kuzovlev now moving up to that next position, so strong into there, and by taking that hold goes ahead of Gordon MacArthur now. So that's Gordon MacArthur in 9th position out of the finals. Nikolai Kuzovlev makes clip number 6 and is guaranteed a place in the finals. Alexei, can you talk a little bit about the atmosphere here in Denver?
You know, before I'd come here, the competition, it actually city is so wonderful for me, it's inspiring place. Then yesterday, first round, you couldn't not believe it. A lot of people just for first round.
12,000.
Yeah, it doesn't matter actually how many, but it's many just when you look. And you know, this competition, you know, I think we are climbers feel ourselves like someone special, not like the most important, like we're doing show now. What I like actually, this stage like a scene for us, those people, and always, and nobody actually, what I feel, nobody who climbing now, nobody feel themselves like losers actually. It's a wonderful place.
It's really amazing to hear such a passionate response to this, you know, really impressive crowd, and I'm glad that it has been such an amazing experience for all of you athletes. Talk a little bit about the structure. It's a very unique structure. We've never seen really anything like this before. What's it like to climb on?
You know, uniqueness of this structure, you can change everything every time, and it's good for, it's like a new program for like a ballet maybe.
Those swinging boxes, how hard are they to navigate?
Actually, you know, it's really hard because the distance always changing. When you are down on the ground, you look, it's okay, it's not so far away, but then when you're on the box and it's swinging and starting to push you up further, it starts going down and the distance increasing. It's crazy actually.
Well, listen, Alexei, I'm going to let you get your breath back. Go get a jacket on, go and rest. You've got a big finals ahead of you this evening. Oh, look at that. Kuzovlev's out of there, so that's you in first place, big guns.
You know, today I haven't been thinking about my position because I'm in special space now, and I came here for the show. I will try to give it to you, the final.
Well, there you go. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. Ever the showman and ever the sportsman. Alexei Dengin of Russia, thank you so much to him and best of luck. Nikolai Kuzovlev, we're just having a chat there with Carlos Teixeira. We'll just get the final info on that result. Reaches behind him there, and there's a little pop. We'll have to wait and see what that score is. We will have those results for you in a second. Just to remind you while we wait for those provisional results on the screen, we will be live again today at 4:20 p.m. local time. That's 4:20 p.m. local time, 20 past 4 Mountain Standard Time, 7 hours behind UTC or GMT. Make sure you like and subscribe on the Facebook and YouTube channels to be notified of when we go live. I'll be back and I'll have a co-commentator as well this evening. Surprise for who that is. Tune in at 20 past 4. We'll just give it a second and we'll have those provisional results. I think we can go straight to the ladies' results. See some of that crowd there in beautiful downtown Denver. It's really wonderful finals, so rather semi-finals here today. So there are the women's results. Top 3 all topped. Renita Lukanina of Russia, Wunsian Shin of Korea, Nima McSwigan of Ireland. Laura Van Almen 4th for Switzerland, Mira Alhonswell 5th for Finland, Marion Thomas 6th for France. Sina Goetz for Switzerland in 7th and Okdo Song wrapping up that finals allocation. For Korea, 9th is Enni Battling of Finland, 10th Haruka Takeuchi of Japan, 11th Olga Kozak of Poland, Vivian Laboriel for Switzerland in 12th, Catalina Schöne and Michaela Tugas for the USA in 13th and 14th respectively. Coralie Jarry 14th also for France. Marianne van der Steen tied in 14th for the Netherlands. And then Kendra Stritch and Amity Wam for the USA wrapping up that semi-finals rankings. Seven different countries represented in, or rather 6 different countries represented in the women's semi-finals for the final. And look at that in the men's. Hyung Park for Korea, Alexei Denyin for Russia, Young Kye Kwon for Korea, Nikolai Kuzovlev for Russia, Naton Claire for France, Valentin Supervene for Ukraine, Yannick Lottard for Switzerland, and Gihado Kadota for Japan. His first ever finals. 6 countries represented in the finals later today for the men. Gordon MacArthur just missing out in finals in 9th for Canada, Kyyti Heikkilä for Finland in 10th, Nathan Kutcher for Canada 11th. Kevin Lindler of the USA for 12th in the USA. Dmitry Grebennikov 13th for Russia. Dennis Hook in the Netherlands 14th. Wesley Fowler USA 15th. And Montgomery the USA 16th. Tied in 16th was David Buffard for Canada. And last, that unfortunate fall for Nikolai Primarov representing Switzerland. Those are your provisional results. Those are your provisional finalists. One more time, you can tune in at 4:20 p.m. local time. We will not hesitate to bring you all of the action. In the meantime, the replay will be uploaded. You can get in touch with us using that hashtag Uiaa Aisclimbing, or contact me directly on @Liam Lonsdale. It's been an absolute thrilling semi-finals here in downtown Denver, Colorado. From the USA, it's a good afternoon from us. Whatever you're doing, do it safely and do it with heart. Good afternoon.